Alright, so we're back rolling. That first inning will be saved, but I stupidly forgot to go on Wi-Fi on my phone, which is why it started cutting out. But anyway, just to end that inning, Harper had a fly out, and then they threw out Inciarte trying to steal second. So, Sale threw the inning unscathed. Now Bumgarner back to the hill to face Encarnacion, Gaddis, and Gordon. Surprised they're actually leaving Bumgarner in after throwing 27 pitches in that first inning. Just saw a guy in a brown shirt there put his arms up in the air. You can tell he's frustrated. Why is Bumgarner still in the game? We want to see Mad Max as the first pitch is low and away, ball one. Encarnacion now in his second season with the Indians, and that move has been paying off big dividends all-star both seasons. As that pitch is high from Bumgarner, make it 2-0 now. Bumgarner just does not have that touch that's gotten him 14 wins this season, as he dribbles that one foul, and it's 2-1. The Mad Bum with the 2-1. Encarnacion hooks one back and foul. It's now 2-2. 2-2 to Edwin Encarnacion. That's going to miss inside, make it a full count as Evan Gaddis lurks in the on-deck circle. 3-2 to Edwin Encarnacion. He's going to drive one deep left field, but it's going to be foul. Encarnacion nearly made that a 4-0 game there, but it just went a bit foul. Bumgarner again sets the 3-2 offering. Encarnacion again gets bat on ball, but fouls it back. You really got to wonder, when is Scherzer coming in this game? 3-2 to Edwin Encarnacion. Got him! Strike three looking. Nice pitch there by Bumgarner. And Edwin Encarnacion goes down, not even swinging for the first out. We've looked at the defense already, but a lot of good Gold Glovers. Here's Evan Gaddis now, 297, 24 homers. Definitely been the most successful catcher in baseball this season. First pitch from Bumgarner to the Astros catcher, and they're strike one. First All-Star game for Gaddis. Here comes the 0-1 from Bumgarner to Gaddis. Gaddis drives one, but it's going to be caught up in the air in left field. As coming in and making the play there is Andrew McCutchen, and that's the second out here at the top of the second inning. D. Gordon was retired easily by Bumgarner, the only easy out he had in the entire first inning, only easy at bat he had to deal with. First pitch from Mad Bum to Gordon is going to be slapped to the left side, but foul off the side of the bat, 0-1. 0-1 from Mad Bum to D. Gordon. Gordon gets into one, but it's going to be a lazy pop-up to shallow right center. And Madison Bumgarner with a very easy inning following the chaotic first. We head to the bottom of the second. The AL All-Stars lead 3-0 here in the MLB All-Star Game. Chris Bryant back to the plate. So 310, 28 homers. That easily leads the National League. He's also got 10 stolen bases. Narrowly beat out Nolan Arenado for the start. That was the closest battle for any position. Sale obviously back out there after a very solid first inning. That pitch is in there on a slider, 0-1. Bryant has always struggled against Chris Sale. Sale's going to shake him off a couple times. The 0-1 to Chris Bryant is going to miss low. A changeup, 1-1 the count. 1-1 to Bryant. Chris Bryant gives a big swing. Caught Gaddis in the mask a little there. But it looks like Gaddis is all right. Both catchers now have taken a shot in this game. 1-2. 1-2 to Bryant. Swing and a miss, he got him, swinging at a nasty slider down and in, and that's the first out here of the inning. First strikeout for Chris Sale as well. There's a look at that AL defense. D. Gordon now a center fielder. That's how he fits in. You've got the middle infield pair from the Astros. Evan Gattis will be good at catcher, and Mookie Betts and Taylor Anthony can also be explosive in the corner outfield positions. Here's Justin Turner hitting .340, 22 home runs, helping to guide the Dodgers on their fantastic start and best record in the MLB at the moment. First pitch from Sale is a fastball right down the center of the plate, 92 miles an hour, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Sale to Turner. Swing and a miss at 91 miles an hour now, and it's no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 from Sale to Turner. Turner's going to pop this one up right near the pitcher's mound. Sale points at it. Coming in is Edwin Encarnacion. Whoa! He almost dropped that. Edwin Encarnacion at the back pedal, but somehow grabs it. Here's Buster Posey, who has struggled like most other people against Chris Sale. Comes up to bat. Aside from the leadoff walk, Sale has been in control of this NL lineup. And a shot right to shortstop. A nice play by Correa to end the inning. Carlos Correa spears it. It's a 1-2-3 quick inning for Sale. We head to the third inning. 3-0. Here's Clayton Kershaw. He's going to replace Bumgarner. So, to add insult to injury for these Nationals fans, Scherzer will be the third pitcher in. 12-3, a 1.94 ERA for Clayton Kershaw. Yet another all-star game for him. So Bumgarner only goes 2 innings, allows 2 hits, 3 walks, and allows 3 earned runs. First pitch to Jose Ramirez, a swing and a miss, strike 1 from Kershaw. Be interesting to see what Buck Showalter does if he gives Chris Sale another inning or if he hands it over to like Garrett Richards or something, or Severino. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. As we said at the beginning, there's 25 players on each roster. No team has more than 3, I think. Actually, no, there's 30 players on each roster. No team has more than 4, and every team has at least 1 player. 0-2, whoa, that fastball completely slipped out of Kershaw's hand. 1-2 the count. Heart of the order, Ramirez, Altuve, and Donaldson. This is where all the damage started in the first inning. Ramirez nubs that one to the right off the end of the bat, 1-2. Kershaw's 1-2 to Jose Ramirez is going to miss outside, 2-2 now. Kershaw's 2-2 to Jose Ramirez is going to bounce to the plate. Count is now full after he was ahead 0-2. Jose Altuve waits in the on-deck circle. 3-2 from Kershaw to Ramirez. And Jose Ramirez draws his second walk of the game. We'll see if Ramirez can get all the way around this time. And a leadoff walk for Kershaw. And now he'll face Jose Altuve. Kershaw takes a quick check on Ramirez. First pitch to Altuve. Altuve grounds a double play ball to short. Falling backwards, there's one down to first, not in time. But they'll get the lead runner as Altuve gets to first. So 1 away. A little bit of an awkward turn at short for Corey Seager. And a little bit of delay also at second base for Javier Baez. Now here's Josh Donaldson. He's 1 for 1 with that RBI single. He drove in the first run of the game on a single into left field. 1 out. It's Jose Altuve at first base, top of the third here in the MLB All-Star Game. Kershaw's first pitch is a pitch out. He's going to go back, though. I think Posey could have tried to throw, but wasn't doing it. 1-0. That's going to be out inside. 2-0 the count. 2-0 from Kershaw to Donaldson. That's going to be in there on a fastball at 95. 2-1 now. Two 2-1 from Kershaw to Donaldson. That one's way high. Now 3-1. These NL pitchers just don't have any control today. So anyway, 3 balls and a strike now to Josh Donaldson. Altuve remains at first with 1 out. Another check on Altuve. He gets back safely though. Here's the 3-1 to Donaldson. Swing and a miss on a nice fastball down in the zone. Now the count is full. Three-2 to Donaldson. That's going to miss outside, and now first and second with 1 out. Kershaw's walked a pair. Now 4 walks in this game for the National League pitching. And up comes Taylor Anthony, who had an RBI double off the right center field wall, and now once again comes up with runners on base. If he could get another big hit, he could almost give himself a lock for MVP in this All-Star game. Kershaw checks in Altuve. First pitch is a fastball that misses inside, ball 1. Dave Roberts given the signals from the NL dugout. Of course, lost to the Orioles last season in the World Series. 1-0 from Kershaw to Anthony. That's going to miss outside, 2-0. Kershaw with that very awkward windup from the stretch. 2-0 to TA. Inside, 3-0 now. Carlos Correa on deck. Bumgarner had no control. Kershaw with absolutely no control right now. And he's walked the bases loaded now as Taylor Anthony draws a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are now juiced with 1 out, and the American League can blow it open with a big hit here in just the top of the 3rd inning. Here's Carlos Correa, who grounded out to first and drove in a run back in the 1st inning. Altuve at 3rd, Donaldson at 2nd. And at first is now Anthony. First pitch, a fortunate strike on a slider, 0-1. Let's see if he's going to use that slider more because the fastball just has nothing right now. The curveball just misses, 1-1. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a slider, 1-2 the count.
In the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch.
1-2. Just misses on a fastball outside, 2-2 the count.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out.
A lot of hecklers out there against Kershaw. 2-2. Ground ball. This could be 2. Seager over to second for 1. Down to first. Double play. And they leave him loaded. Bases loaded. 1 out. But Kershaw narrowly escapes thanks to a nice 6-4-3 double play. Seager to Baez. Over down to Goldschmidt. 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Wow. James Paxton now coming in here from the Mariners, 10-5, a 2.66 ERA. He'll face the bottom of this NL order. It'll start here with Corey Seager, brother of Paxton's teammate Kyle Seager. First pitch is a fastball. High 90s expected from Paxton. He throws 98 there, 1-0 the count. Paxton's 1-0 on the way. And that's in there 1-1. So Chris Sale ends with 2 innings, no hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. So a very nice outing for Chris Sale. 1-1 from Paxton to Seager. That's going to miss, 2-1. A lot of balls so far in this game, and we're just in the bottom of the third. Anyway, 2-1. This one's ripped into center. That's going to fall in front of Gordon for a base hit. It's an opening single, the first hit of the game for the National League, and it's from Corey Seager. Nice job there by Corey to fight off a pitch, a tough pitch, and lift it into center. Here's Javier Baez of the Cubs, who's had a strong season, now facing Paxton with a runner on. This is a pop-up, though. Very shallow right, and a catch is made by Altuve on the first base side, and that's the first out here of the last of the third. Here's Andrew McCutchen hitting .324, 21 home runs on the season. Paxton checks first base. Not a lot of speed from Seager. As McCutchen ropes one into left, but it's going to be a nice catch. Moving over and making the play was Mookie Betts. And right back to first base, and quickly 2 outs now for Paxton in the American League against the NL. McCutchen roped one, but Betts was playing in and had just enough time to get over there and grab that one. And now back to the top of the order with Ender Inciarte, who drew a walk against Chris Sale. And Inciarte ropes one down the third base side, but foul out of play, 0-1. That's going to miss low. 1-1 the count. 1-1. Inciarte loops one. Correa almost runs into Donaldson, but he makes the catch over his head. As through the inning is Paxton rather easily. We head to the fourth, still 3-0 American League. Finally, Mad Max is in, leading the MLB with a 1.63 ERA, 178 strikeouts, 9-3 record in 20 starts this season. And the National League fans are excited as he throws down the rosin bag, ready to face the bottom of the AL order, starting with Mookie Betts. It'll be Betts, Encarnacion, and Evan Gattis here to start off the fourth inning. First pitch from Scherzer, who always brings a little extra oomph and gets 87 on a slider, a pitch that usually never gets over 85 from him, 1-0. Scherzer also rips out the grunts in All-Star starts, so we'll have to listen for that. There was a little one there, 94 miles an hour on the fastball, 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Nice slider at 85 from Scherzer. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Slider a little too strong there. 86 outside, 2-2. So Kershaw escapes a bases-loaded jam in the third. Scherzer now the third pitcher for the National League. This is a ground ball easily to third, easily played by Bryant. Sidearms to first, got him by a step, and that's the first out here at the top of the fourth inning. Now here's Edwin Encarnacion, 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the second inning. Mad Max with the windup. First pitch to Edwin Encarnacion is a slider in there, strike 1. 0-1. Check swing, but the fastball is in there anyway, and Mad Max is now easily ahead 0-2. Scherzer checks the sign from Posey. He agrees. Here comes the 0-2. Pounds a curveball in there, goes off the padding of Posey, 1-2. 1-2 from Scherzer to Encarnacion. Just misses on a curveball. Now the count's even at 2-2. 2-2 from Scherzer to Encarnacion. Swing and a miss. Fouls tips it right into the glove of Posey. That's the second out of the inning, and Scherzer looking strong here. Now, you know, all these Nationals fans are going to be like, why didn't he get the start? Maybe if he got the start, it wouldn't be a 3-0 game right now. But National League offense has done nothing, so they need to turn that around. As here's Evan Gattis. First pitch is a changeup in there, strike one. A lot of players have come close to home runs, especially Anthony's double and Encarnacion on a foul ball that was crushed. But no home runs yet in this game. 0-1, Scherzer to Gattis, here it comes. Swing and a miss on a slider, and Mad Max is cruising here in the fourth inning. One strike away from a dominating inning. 0-2 to Gattis. That pitch is going to be outside on a slider, though. 1-2. Evan Gattis, one of the only guys you see these days that does not wear batting gloves when he bats. Very old school look, always likes putting dirt on his hands between pitches. 1-2 to Gattis. Ground ball foul from the Astros catcher. 1-2 from Scherzer. Swing and a miss on a fastball. A grunt from Scherzer there. And a very easy inning, including 2 strikeouts for Max as he shuts down this AL lineup. Heading to the bottom of the fourth. 3-0 American League here in the All-Star game. Garrett Cole's going to be the next pitcher now for the American League. 10-5, a 2.85 ERA. Both the lefties and righties hitting 206 against him, which is an interesting stat. Now with the Astros, after a long career with the Pirates, Paul Goldschmidt looking to get the National League going. It'll be Goldschmidt, Harper, and Bryant facing a new pitcher, so definitely an opportunity here for the National League. First pitch from Cole to his battery mate Gattis as a fastball at 97, 0-1. Garrett Cole's 0-1 to Goldschmidt is going to be a slider that misses low, make it a 1-1 count. One and run from Cole to Goldie. Fouled off down the first base line, 1-2. 1-2 from Cole to Goldschmidt. This one roped to left field. Going back, but foul. Garrett Cole shakes off Gattis. Here comes the 1-2 to Goldschmidt. Swing and a miss, he got him on the fastball at 96. Down goes Paul Goldschmidt, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. National League bats just can't get anything going. Have been held to 1 hit through 3 1/3 and just 2 base runners. So now up comes Bryce Harper, looking to put an end to that in front of the home crowd. Coming off of his victory in the home run derby over Chris Davis. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 97, 0-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
So Cole, the third American League pitcher, following Sale's 2 masterful innings and a solid inning from Paxton. National League has gone Bumgarner, Kershaw, Scherzer, so next pitcher should be interesting for both sides. If they start bringing in relievers yet. That one fouled off. You used to not see relievers until like the 7th inning. But these days, it's not unaccustomed to see them in the 6th or maybe even the 5th in the All-Star game. So we'll have to see. 1-2 from Cole misses. Harper taking all the way. 2-2 the count. The MVP chance for Harper. 2-2 as that's going to be bouncing to the plate. Full count now as Chris Bryant awaits in the on-deck circle. 3-2 to Harper. Takes it, and it's a walk for Harper, and he'll draw the 1-out base on balls. And a base runner here for the National League as Chris Bryant will come to the plate. He struck out in the second inning, overmatched by Chris Sale. Will try to avenge that here against Garrett Cole. And check back to first. Tracking the MVPs, Chris Sale definitely had 2 solid innings. Anthony has an RBI double. Donaldson and Correa have both driven in runs. And Ramirez has drawn 2 walks, which is an interesting one as well. So that pitch is low. Ball 1 here to Chris Bryant. Cole's 1-0. Bryant's going to foul that one away, and it's 1-1. (1-1) to Chris Bryant. That's going to miss low and away, make it a 2-1 count. Two and 1 to Bryant. Swing and a miss on a slider, and it's now an even count, 2-2. Justin Turner's on deck. 2-2. Bryant rips this one down the left field line, but foul. That almost made it a 3-2 game. Cole's had a couple hard hit balls against him. That one's going to be dribbled off the screen, 2-2 still. Still 3-0 American League. All 3 runs came in a big first inning off Madison Bumgarner. 2-2. Bryant pops one up. Maybe having to take half a step is Correa as he'll make the catch, and that's the 2nd out. And up will come Justin Turner, who popped out in his first plate appearance. Harper at first, 2 outs. National League trying to get on the board. That pitch, a knuckle curve that goes way out of the zone, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Cole to Turner. That one misses on a slider, 2-0 now.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
2-0 from Garrett Cole. That's going to miss high and inside, make it a 3-0 count as Buster Posey stands on deck. 2 outs, there's a man on first. 3-0 coming to Justin Turner. In there, strike 1 as Turner was taken all the way. 3-1 to Turner. That's going to miss ball 4, and 2 walks here for Cole, and that'll bring up the tying run. Here comes Buster Posey, trying to make his name heard in this All-Star game and get the National League on the board. He's got a runner in scoring position. First time the NL's been able to say that. It's Bryce Harper at second. First pitch from Cole to Posey, ripped into left field. Back it goes, but foul. Posey has not had a great career against Cole, 143 average, but almost had his number right there. Garrett Cole clearly doesn't have his best stuff right now, as that fastball at 97 is a little high, 1-1. Ground ball, foul, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Big pitch for Garrett Cole, and he strikes out Posey to end the inning. National League will leave 2 on here in the All-Star game. After 4, it's 3-0 AL here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Now here's Steven Strasburg, so they're going to make the Nationals fans happy and give them a 2-for-1. 122 strikeouts, a 2.31 ERA, just a 5-4 record though. As third time through the order, D. Gordon will lead off here. Gordon, Ramirez, Altuve against Steven Strasburg to start off the top of the 5th inning. First pitch from Strasburg. Gordon's going to pop this one foul, 0-1. 0-1. Gordon dribbles one off his foot. 0-2. Gordon, Ramirez, and Altuve. 0-2. D. Gordon rips one down the first base side, but foul into the seats. A lot of foul balls we've seen in this game. Guys have gotten close to big hits, but just haven't been able to get around on them. A swing and a miss. Gordon completely fooled on that upstairs fastball from Strasburg, and that's the first out of the inning. Still only seen 3 hits in the game. Donaldson's RBI single, Anthony's double, and there was a hit in the National League by Corey Seager, and that's all. Just a lot of walks in there as well. Here's Ramirez, who's the king of that. He's drawn a pair of walks today, but he takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Strasburg working quickly. Here's the 0-1 to Ramirez. He's going to bloop that one foul, and he's quickly ahead 0-2. To Jose Ramirez. Oh, that one almost hit him. That ball completely got away. Not even able to block it was Posey, and it's 1-2. That one's going to hit Ramirez in the left foot. So third base on balls for Ramirez. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. How about that? So Ramirez is going to be on base now, and that'll bring up Jose Altuve, who's walked and scored. Checking on Ramirez. He gets back in safely. It's been 2 attempted stolen bases today. Jose Ramirez has gotten 1. The other was a caught stealing of Ender Inciarte. That pitch is high, 1-0. 3 absolutely ugly pitches in a row from Strasburg after he was ahead 0-2 on Ramirez. 1-0. Make it 4 in a row as that slider misses badly inside. 2-0. 2-0 to Altuve. Another ball, and now it's 3-0. Once again, National League pitchers falling behind in counts, especially against this middle heart of the order for the American League. 3-0 to Altuve. That's going to miss ball 4 in a 4-pitch walk. And now first and second with 1 away, and Josh Donaldson coming up. Donaldson came up in the same spot in the first inning with these 2 on first and second and 1 out, and singled through the left field side for an RBI. What can Donaldson do here? Strasburg checks Ramirez. First pitch. That's going to miss low on a fastball. 1-0. Steven checks on Jose Ramirez. 1-0 now. Driven to left center. This is going to probably split the gap. Yes, it does, and it bounces off the 377 sign. Coming home to score, a bad throw, and scoring is Ramirez. Altuve over to third. Donaldson in at second with an RBI double, and the American League leads 4-0. Strasburg blasted there as they splits the gap and slams it off the wall. A little bit of a bad jump by Altuve, but an awful throw as now Raisel Iglesias, the Reds reliever, warms in the bullpen. And now second and third and 1 out for Anthony. And first pitch swinging, he'll foul that one off, 0-1. Coming to Taylor Anthony. Anthony gets into one. This might be deep enough to get Altuve home. He'll certainly test him. Inciarte makes the catch. Throw home is going to be close, but Altuve gets under the tag, and it's 5-0 American League. Inciarte with a great throw. Threw it hard. He completely tumbled there, throwing the ball. Look at that. But anyway, It's 5-0 American League as Anthony and Donaldson now have each driven in a run. This man has driven one in as well, and he's got Donaldson at second. First pitch outside, ball one. So Strasburg's inning coming apart here. 2 walks, a double, and a sac fly. 1-0 to Correa. And this has just been a mess for NL pitchers in this All-Star game. Bumgarner, the starter, got blasted. Kershaw did okay, escaped a bases-loaded jam in the 3rd inning. Then Scherzer dominated in the 4th with an easy 1-2-3 inning with a couple of strikeouts and only 12 pitches. And now Strasburg coming apart as that pitch is in there 2-1. 2-1 to Correa. That's in there, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two. That one scoots away from Posey. Throw down to third. He did not get him in safely as Donaldson off the wild pitch. That was close as Posey did a nice job getting to that rather quickly after he spotted it. And fired at the third, but in safely was Donaldson who got a nice jump. Anyway, now the count is full to Carlos Correa. 3-2 from Strasburg. Here comes the pitch. Correa fouls that one back out of play and will go again. 3-2 from Strasburg. The sign, the offering, the pitch. Inside ball 4 and the inning continues. Correa draws the walk and now we'll have runners on the corners. And we'll see if that's the end of the line for Strasburg. Looks like they're going to leave him in though. And in comes Mookie Betts as the American League torturing the hosting National League here in the 2018 MLB All-Star Game. Last season the AL got the win 4-3 on a late game RBI single from Aaron Judge to drive in Robinson Cano, and that's how they won. After Andrew McCutchen had an early home run for the NL to get them up 2-0. Anyway, 1-0 to Mookie Betts is going to be blasted foul, 1-1. Offering. Betts fouls that one off, and it's 1-2. 1-2. Grounded foul, and the at-bat continues. Strasburg now 27 pitches here in the 5th inning. 1-2. That's going to miss low. 2-2 now.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Another foul ball. 2-2. 30th pitch of the inning coming up.
I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss.
Ground ball is going to stay fair. Nice throw down to first, though, by Posey, and that'll end the inning, but not before 2 more runs. Taylor Anthony and Josh Donaldson each drive in their 2nd run of the game. Only 1 hit, but 2 more scored. It's now 5-0 the American League in front, halfway through in the MLB All-Star Game. Garrett Richards finally in the game. 10-3, a 1.78 ERA. Had an ERA of sub-1 for the first 2 months of the season, but then finally started coming back to earth. Nevertheless, has been one of the few bright spots on that Angels team. We've seen Trout injured, Albert Pujols in the worst stretch of his career. He and Shohei Ohtani have been the 2 bright spots on that team, as that pitch is in there, strike 1. Ken Giles, Kelvin Herrera both warming up in the pen, as he'll face Seager, Baez, and McCutchen. Corey Seager has the only hit here for the National League. 0-1. That one's going to miss low. 1-1 the count. So bottom of the 5th inning, American League leading 5-0 here in the MLB All-Star Game. 1-1 check swing. It's in there, says Kingsley. 1-2 the count.
The 1-2.
1-2. This one is popped up right back there. Gaddis has a read on it. He'll make the catch. First out here of the last of the fifth. Somehow only 4 hits in this game, but the number of walks might be record-setting when you just look at the pitching stats. 3 walks given up by the AL. Then NL pitchers have surrendered 7. 2 by Bumgarner, 3 by Kershaw, 2 by Strasburg. Here's Javi Baez. He popped down in the third. He had a home run in the All-Star game last season to make it a 3-2 game. As that pitch is in there, strike 1. Last season, a big first inning for the NL, and they went up 2-0, and then Gerard Dyson homered to make it 2-1. AL would get another run as that shot is going to fall, actually. Betts was unable to make the catch. It took a bounce. It's a single, second hit of the game for the National League. It comes from Baez. Anyway, they tied it. Baez made it 3-2. Then a home run from Nelson Cruz made it 3-3, and then Judge drove in Robinson Cano in the 8th to make it a 4-3 game, and that's how it would end. This one is popped, and the bat got Gaddis. Looks like Gaddis is all right. We got to look at a replay of that because that was weird. Let's watch this. Definitely looked weird there. Anyway, Gaddis seems to be all right. That's the second shot he's taken behind the plate today. Both he and Posey have taken a beating. As that's going to drill McCutchen. That slipped out of Richards' hand. Andrew McCutchen's actually not happy about that in the All-Star game. That rammed McCutchen at 99 miles an hour. That's the hardest thrown pitch of the game. And it nails Andrew McCutchen. And now this is a new life here for the National League. First and second, 1 out. Cole escaped a 2-on, 1-out jam last inning. We'll see what happens here. As the pitch to the Inciarte, the leadoff batter, is in there, strike 1. Inciarte earlier walked and was caught stealing. 0-1 to Ender. That's going to be high, 1-1. First All-Star game for Garrett Richards, first All-Star game for Ender Inciarte, and Gaddis all in this mess right now. 2-1 now. 2-1. Ender fouls that one off. It's 2-2 now. Baez at second. McCutchen at first. 1 out here. National League trying to finally get on the board. That pitch is high and in, 3-2, with Paul Goldschmidt standing on deck. And then Harper. 3-2. Inciarte gets into one to right field, but it's going to be foul. Three and two. Check swing, he got him. Couldn't swing there, and he takes strike 3. Big second out for Garrett Richards in the American League. Inciarte frozen, and now Paul Goldschmidt will come to bat. Richards checks on Baez. First pitch to Goldie is going to be high and away on a fastball, 1-0. 1-0 to Goldschmidt. That's going to be ripped foul down the right field line, 1-1. 1-1 to Goldschmidt. This one's driven to right field. Back goes to the wall, and making the catch there in right field is Taylor Anthony right at the wall. Richards escapes a jam. NL strands 2. We head to the 6th. That's still a shutout. 5-0 the AL leads in the MLB All-Star Game. Jose Quintana has had a great season for the Cubs. He'll come in to pitch the top of the 6th. 11-2, a 2.32 ERA. Former White Sox pitcher Edwin Encarnacion has gone down on strikes twice so far, as it'll be Encarnacion, Gaddis, and Gordon here in the top of the 6th. Quintana with the line. The first pitch is in there, strike 1. Jose Quintana with the windup. The 0-1 pitch is going to miss on a curveball down and in, 1-1. 1-1 to Encarnacion. That's going to be fouled back. 1-2 now. 1-2. That's going to bounce foul. Bounce to the plate. 2-2. 2-2 to Edwin Encarnacion. In there. Strike 3 called. Third time Eddie doesn't get the cracker. Not even an attempt to get one. Down he goes on strikes. That's the first out here at the top of the 6th. Here's Evan Gaddis 0 for 2. The 297 hitting catcher has struggled so far in the All-Star game. First pitch from Quintana to Gaddis. Check swing. It's low. 1-0. 1-0 from Quintana. In there, strike 1. 1-1 the count. Quintana's 1-1. Gaddis pops it up. Third base side. Bryant makes the catch. That's the second out of the inning. Here's D. Gordon 0 for 3, making his 4th plate appearance. Hasn't been part of the fun. It's been 2 through 5 for the most part. Ramirez, Altuve, Donaldson, and Anthony bringing the fireworks as Gordon bloops one. It's going to fall somehow between McCutchen and Seager. Seager almost collided with Andrew McCutchen there, and Gordon's going to bloop one here on this two-seamer. Let's watch this again. Seager's going to come out. McCutchen's going to come in. Seager gets scared. He's going to run into him, and it just lets it fall. McCutchen lucky he snagged that with almost a snow cone with that glove to keep it from rolling all the way behind him, because that could have been bad. Here's Ramirez, who reached 3 times without getting a hit. First pitch is high ball 1. So he's a 0 for 0. 2 walks and a hit by pitch. He's also crossed the plate twice. 1-0 from Quintana to Ramirez. He'll check on Gordon, and he's not going anywhere. 1-0 from Quintana to Ramirez. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Another check on Gordon. He's back in there safely. 1-1. Pitch out, and back to first is Gordon, who's a speedster. I'd watch for him to try to steal, but anyway, 2-1. I think Quintana should just focus on trying to get Ramirez out, because nobody's retired Ramirez yet today. 2-1. Check swing, and it's going to be in there, says Patrick Kingsley. 2-2. Top of the 6th, 5-0 American League. 2-2 to Ramirez. Foul ball, and he stays alive. Two. Gordon's running. This one's a pop-up, easy play here for Goldschmidt, and he'll make the catch to end the inning. So Quintana escapes with little trouble. Middle of the 6th here on WUB Network, America's Sports Leader. 5-0 AL leads the All-Star Game. Kevin Gausman's going to come in from the defending champion Orioles, 9-2, a 2.50 ERA in 19 games. First Oriole to appear in the game today. Bryce Harper will be leading off here. Harper, Bryant, and Turner. First pitch to Bryce is going to bounce to the plate on a circle change. Gausman's signature pitch. Didn't look too signature there, 1-0. 1-0 to Harper. Harper's going to foul that one off, 1-1. 1-1 to Harper. This one's driven right field. Back goes Anthony, back near the wall. He makes the catch at the warning track. Harper almost had that one gone, but Anthony grabs his second consecutive catch right near the wall, and that's the first long out here of the last of the 6th inning. Chris Bryant's 0 for 2. He struck out and popped out. First pitch to KB. That's going to be low, ball 1. 1-0 to Bryant. Is in there, strike 1. 1-1 to Bryant. In there, strike 2. Another nice fastball from Gausman, and it's 1-2. 1-2 to Bryant. Pop up. And an easy play here as making the catch easily is Altuve, and that's the second out here of the inning. Now Justin Turner and his .427 on-base percentage. That means he gets on base almost every other time he's at the plate. And he's done that so far. Reached base on a walk earlier in the game. Nice slider from Gausman, who seems to have control of all of his pitches. Not just control, but command. 0-1. 0-1 to Turner. Nice slider in there, down and in, banging in on him, 0-2. 0-2. Turner fights one off, swings early, but makes a little contact with it, 0-2. 0-2 to Turner. This one is nubbed off the end of the bat. It's a shallow right. Coming out, Altuve all the way out there. A little bit of a giggle there from Anthony as Altuve goes way out there to make the catch. An easy inning right there. We head to the 7th inning. 5-0 the score. As we head to the top of the 7th inning now in the All-Star game. 5-0. First reliever of the game, it's the Padres' Brad Hand, who has been dominant in 40 appearances. He's got 21 saves and a 1.34 ERA. Pardon me, 34 games. He's also got a 4-0 record. Devin Travis, one of the Blue Jays on the All-Star team. He'll be pinch hitting here and leading off at second base. So Altuve's done. Were there any defensive changes? No, there were not here. But it looks like we're going to have some of these other guys coming in. So first pitch from Hand to Travis, both making their first All-Star appearances. Curveball outside, ball 1. Hand is a very interesting windup that we can watch, because he's really just completely parallel to the catcher. Then watch how he completely backs out, sticks that leg way out there, and just comes firing in with almost a sidearm, 1-1. 1-1 coming from Hand to Travis. Swing and a miss at a nice curveball, 1-2. Still only been 6 hits in the game. 5 runs on 4 hits for the American League, and somehow no runs on just 2 hits for the NL. 1-2 to Travis. That's going to be high and inside. Count is even now at 2-2. 2-2 to Travis. This one is high and deep to left field. McCutcheon's got a beat on it, makes the catch, and that's the first out at the top of the 7th inning. Matt Duffy of the Tampa Bay Rays, the former San Francisco Giants, going to replace Donaldson, who has 2 RBI today. So in terms of MVP, Donaldson and Anthony each have 2 RBI, one a single, one a double. Actually, no. No, Anthony's got the sac fly in the double, so I think Donaldson might have the advantage with the 2 hits. He's the only player with multiple hits in the game right now, as it's 1-0 here to Duffy. Duffy's had a solid season with the Tampa Bay Rays. Hands 1-0 is in there on a 2-seamer 1-1. Jerry's Familia's warming up in the NL pen, so I imagine he'll probably be pitching the 8th inning. Jacob deGrom does not get into the game. He's the only other starting pitcher who did not play, I believe. So 2-1 is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's in there. Strike 2. 2-2 now. 2-2 to Duffy. Matt Duffy drills one to third. Easy play for Bryant. Steps into it. Fires hard to first and got him. And that's the second out at the top of the 7th inning. Andrew Benintendi. Now this is an interesting story. He was on the Red Sox. Byron Buxton was on Twins. They were both producing. Late May, right after Memorial Day. Benintendi for Buxton straight up, and they've both produced even more since their respective trades. That pitch is going to be foul, though. 309 average now with the Twins, and Benintendi bats leadoff. Was kind of sheltered in that Red Sox lineup. And now Buxton, batting out of the 9-hole, has been ridiculously impressive with Boston now. So that trade seemed weird, but it's been a win for both teams, who right now are in position to be playoff teams. Twins leading the Central, Red Sox leading the East. Right now on track to face each other in the ALDS, and then you'd have Seattle facing the winner of Houston and Toronto. Anyway, 0-2, Benintendi goes down swinging as Brad Hand, dominant, gets a strikeout in 1 solid inning. It's stretch time in the All-Star game. 5-0, the American League on top. So Travis is going to stay in at second. Duffy's going to stay in at third. And Benintendi's going to stay in right field. Roberto Ozuna is going to come in from the Blue Jays. 29 games this season, 0-2. 23 saves, a 2.51 ERA, so a solid season for him. Yadier Molina is going to bat here at catcher for the National League. He and Posey always on the roster. The thing is, they always end up alternating who's the starting catcher in the All-Star game, it seems like. So bottom of the 7th, Ozuna's first pitch is going to be a slurve off the plate, 1-0. Is going to be up and in, 2-0 the count.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot.
2-0. This is going to be fouled off, 2-1 the count now. Bottom 7, National League still trying to get on the board. The American League pitching quite the game. And a nice 99 down the middle, 2-2. 2-2 to Yadier. Fouled back, and we'll go again. 2-2. Molina again fights one off. 2-2. Grounded foul, and this at bat continues. 8th pitch coming up here from Ozuna to Molina. Couple of fellow Venezuelan countrymen. 2-2. That's going to miss low, and the count is now full with Corey Seager currently in the on-deck circle, but I imagine a pinch hitter. Not 100% sure who would it be, though. 3-2 to Molina. Another foul ball, and pitch number 10 coming. 3-2. It's a walk and a leadoff base runner here for the National League as Molina will get on. Seager's actually going to stay in and play shortstop, so he'll bat here. He's 1 for 2. He's got a single back in the third inning. First pitch is going to miss outside, ball 1. 1-0 to Seager. Fouled off, 1-1. 1-1 to Seager. Outside, ball 2. 2-1 to Seager. Swing and a miss on a fastball that moved away from him, and now the count is even 2-2. 2-2. Seager gets into one to right field, but it's going to die off foul. The wind has been blowing in all game, and that's why we haven't seen anybody be able to leave the park. A bunch of people have gotten close, but nobody just yet. 2-2. Ground ball. Oh, it takes a weird bounce, and it goes into left field for a single. Seager with his second hit of the game, and now 2 on, nobody out, and yet another opportunity for the National League. It's an interesting looking swing there. Anyway, Javier Baez is going to stay in. Aroldis Chapman of the Yankees warms in the bullpen. Baez takes the first pitch, a 2-seamer in there, strike 1. Already 17 pitches through 2+ batters for Ozuna. 0-1. Swing and a miss by Baez, 0-2. Ken Giles of the Astros also getting himself set in the bullpen. 0-2. That's going to miss low and away, 1-2. 1-2. High 2-2. 2-2 pitch. This one is blasted, caught. What a catch by Devin Travis. Wasn't even looking and makes a nice catch in right center field for the first out. And still an 0-for with runners in scoring position for the National League. I believe 0-for-6 currently, as Andrew McCutchen was nailed by Garrett Richards back in the 5th here. He's got Molina at second, Seager at first with 1 out. First pitch to Andrew McCutchen is going to be inside, 1-0. Top of the order due up next. 1-0 to McCutchen. I'm going to miss low and away on a changeup, 2-0. 2-0 to McCutchen. Too tight with the slurve, 3-0. Ender Inciarte stands on deck. Can the National League get a runner to third for the first time in the game? Not there, though. Fastball down the middle, 3-1. 25 pitches for Ozuna, mainly caused by that 10-pitch at bat he had with Molina. 3-1. McCutchen almost loses his balance, but fights off the pitch. Anyway, count is now full. The National League finally gets something going. The American League was in control from the get-go, getting 3 off Madison Bumgarner to start the game. But that's going to be high, ball 4. McCutchen's going to draw the walk, and the bases are loaded now. Jonathan Villar of the Brewers, their all-star, is going to come in and pinch hit. Villar's had a very solid season, hitting .200, but leads the National League in stolen bases, even with that low average. First pitch is in there, strike 1, 0-1 the count. Bases are completely juiced with 1 out. Ozuna's 0-1 is in there, strike 2 on the fastball. Currently on deck is Goldschmidt. We'll see if they give him a chance. Molina at third, Seager at second. This pitch is going to get away, but recovering is Gaddis, and it's 1-2, as Ozuna now up to 30 pitches. As much as, he wants to get through an inning, I mean, you don't want to kill him for when we come back from the All-Star break for this Blue Jays team that's in the midst of a pennant race, 2-2. 2-2 from Ozuna. This one is shot foul. And another lengthy at bat here for Ozuna to worry about. Really taking a toll on that arm for sure. 2-2 now. Popped foul, and we'll keep going. Bases juiced, 1 out. National League trying to finally get something going. Swing and a miss. Down goes VR on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball from Roberto Ozuna, and that's the second out. Blows one past Jonathan VR. Rhys Hoskins, the Phillies All-Star, will pinch hit for Goldschmidt. And it'll be up to him to try to get the National League on the board here with their best opportunity of the game. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is going to be a slurve that misses 1-0. Harper stands on deck, so I wonder if he continues the inning. If they let Harper bat as the tying man, as this one's grounded foul, 1-1. Ozuna, a ridiculously long inning, even more pitches than Bumgarner threw. Mad Bum threw 27, now 36. Here's 37 as Hoskins drives one to right, but it's going to be foul, almost a grand salami. 1-2 to Hoskins. Swing and a miss, he got him. Ozuna somehow, someway, gets back-to-back strikeouts, and the NL leave the sacks full in the 7th, and it's still a shutout. 5-0 as we head to the 8th here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Molina's going to stay in and catch. VR's going to stay in center field, and Hoskins is going to stay in at first. Sean Doolittle of the Nationals, third Nats pitcher, having a great season, 33 saves, 1.33 ERA, leads in ERA for relievers, second behind Brad Hand in saves. And Tyler Saladino, the White Sox All-Star, will bat here to start off the top of the 8th inning. First pitch from Doolittle is squeezed on the slider, 1-0. Saladino, 250 this season. 2 homers, 18 ribbies, 5 stolen bases, but he's the best option from the White Sox you can have. 1-0. That's in there. He gets the call from Kingsley, 1-1. Saladino cracks one to left field, but foul. Doolittle shakes off Molina. Now we'll agree. 1-2 to Tyler Saladino. Is high, 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, down goes Saladino. So Doolittle gets the strikeout, and that's the first out of the inning. Mookie Betts is due up, and he'll stay in to bat. National League probably just want to get that run. They've come close, but they keep stranding runners. They've stranded a total of 7 now in the last 4 innings. 0-1 the count after a nice pitch from Doolittle. So AL on the cusp of back-to-back. 2016, Craig Kimbrell, in his first season with the Red Sox, blew a save on a walk-off for the National League by Paul Goldschmidt to win. 1-1 to Betts. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to Mookie Betts. Swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts for Doolittle as he retires both Saladino and Betts via the K, and there's quickly 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning. And here's Encarnacion, who's trying to avoid the golden sombrero. He's struck out 3 times already. First pitch to Encarnacion is a nice fastball in there, 0-1. Doolittle firing. That was 96 miles an hour. Former Oakland Athletics closer in his first season with Washington. That's going to be high, 1-1. 1-1. Encarnacion fouls that one off, and it's 1-2. And Doolittle's 1 strike from being the first pitcher to strike out the side in this 2018 All-Star game. 1-2 to Encarnacion. Low, ball 2. Two and 2 from Doolittle to Encarnacion. Inside, ball 3. Downstairs, probably. 3-2. Encarnacion rips one, and he's going to avoid the golden sombrero, as it's going to be a 2-out single for Edwin Encarnacion, and he'll be on first base with 2 outs. First hit of the game for Encarnacion, and he really just barely speared the bat off a nice pitch from Doolittle. And now Evan Gattis will come to the plate. Gattis also sitting with an 0-for at the moment. First pitch from Doolittle is going to miss in a fastball, 1-0. 1-0 to Gattis. Bounced foul, 1-1. Nice catch there by the ball boy. 1-1 to Gattis. That's going to be high, 2-1. 2-1. Outside, ball 3. D. Gordon stands on deck for ideally his 5th plate appearance. 3-1 to Gattis. In there, strike 2. The count is now full. Doolittle once again with that chance to strike out the side here. 3-2 to Gattis. Gattis drives one deep to left field, but McCutcheon's got a beat on it, makes the catch as it dies out and left, and that'll retire the side. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Still 5-0 the AL leads. We'll be back after this on WUB Network. Saladino's going to stay in the game to play shortstop, replacing Carlos Correa. Aroldis Chapman's 0-3, 3.41 ERA, but still has that lights-out pitching. And he'll lead off. Bryce Harper is going to be out of the game. Adam Frazier of the Pirates making his first All-Star appearance. He'll lead off as Kelvin Herrera warms in the American League pen. I imagine either he or Giles will get the call for the 9th inning. Chapman's been a little wild in some cases this season, and that's not a good omen as the first pitch down and well down and in, 1-0. Aroldis Chapman's 1-0 is going to miss as well, 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes from Chapman to Frazier. It's inside, 3-0. Chapman a little wild right now as he opens his All-Star Game appearance here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-0. Whoa, almost got Frazier on an 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Anyway, down to first goes Adam Frazier, and Chapman is all over the place as Chase Headley, the other Padres All-Star, along with Brad Hand, will come into bat. Headley's third All-Star Game appearance, second as a Padre, also had one in the AL a couple seasons ago as a Yankee. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 278 average, 10 home runs for Chase Headley this season in San Diego. Chapman has not thrown a strike yet. Gets one there at 98 miles an hour, 1-1. 1-1 coming from Aroldis Chapman to Chase Headley. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on the fastball, and now it's 1-2. One, 2 coming from Chapman to Headley. Blasted foul to the right side, and it's 1-2 still. 1-2. High 2-2. 101 there from Chapman, who's really firing on all cylinders right now. Chapman checks the runner. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Headley fooled on a slider, and that's the first out here of the bottom of the 8th inning. Nasty pitch there from Chapman. Another pinch hitter. It's going to be Chris Iannetta. He's had a nice season as he'll pinch hit here. Pinch hitting at DH. Iannetta with the Rockies this season, and he's been very strong. First pitch is at 100, outside, ball 1. I believe he's with the Rockies. Yes, he is. Okay. Yeah, that would have been stupid. He played for the Diamondbacks last season, I know that. Third catcher in the game, but they have him at the DH spot. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Another nice tight slider from Chapman. It's 1-1. Adam Frazier stands at first. Bottom of the 8th inning here in the All-Star Game. The American League leading the National League 5-0. 1-1 to Iannetta. Is inside, ball 2. Two one is in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Iannetta. Chapman with back-to-back Ks after the crazy 4-pitch walk to Frazier, and now there's 2 away. Here's Yadier Molina, who walked in his first plate appearance and was stranded at third last inning after a 10-pitch battle with Roberto Osuna. First pitch coming from Chapman to Molina. Here it comes. In there, strike 1. So bottom of the 8th inning, 5-0. The AL leads the NL. 3 in the first off Bumgarner, then 2 more in the 5th off Strasburg. Anthony and Donaldson each have driven in a pair. It's in there, strike 2. The National League has been held to just 3 hits, 2 by Seager, 1 by Javier Baez. High faded night. 0-2 coming here to Yadier Molina. Swing and a miss, he got him. So after the walk, Chapman strikes out the side as Headley, Iannetta, and Molina all go down on Ks. We go to the 9th inning. AL coming to bat one last time, 5-0 the score. Frazier's going to stay in the game and play in right field now. Headley's going to stay in at third. And Mark Melancon of the Giants, former Pittsburgh Pirates closer, has 32 saves and a 1.45. He's going to come in and pitch. Tommy Pham, now a Tampa Bay Ray, former St. Louis Cardinal. He'll lead off the attack here in the top of the 9th. First pitch is in there, strike 1. 13 home runs, but the real number, that 315 average, definitely very impressive. 0-1 to Pham. Swing and a miss, strike two. Melanson just trying to shut down these AL guys so the NL get one more quick chance to try to at least get on the board. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. In there, strike three called in the bottom part of the zone. Pham doesn't agree, but Melanson happy with the call nonetheless, and that's the first out of the top of the ninth inning. Look at the break on this pitch. It's going, and then all of a sudden, just bam, it stops, starts dropping so fast. Here's Gary Sanchez of the Yankees. He'll be pinch hitting, one of three Yankee All-Stars, four actually, along with Severino, Chapman, and Aaron Judge. Judge was listed as inactive with a hamstring injury in the last game before the All-Star break, but he's here, he's suited up. Doubt he's going to get in, though. Sanchez hitting .262 with 14 home runs. That first pitch was fouled back for strike one. Melanson's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and now it's 0-2. Drew Steckenrider of the Marlins, their single All-Star, and Jerry's Familia, one of the Mets' three, along with Jay Bruce and Jacob deGrom, warms up. 0-2. That pitch well off the plate. 1-2 now. One, two. Outside, 2-2. Again, here comes Melanson, 2-2. It's going to be high, and now a full count as Devin Travis stands on deck. 3-2 to Gary Sanchez. Swing and a miss. Got him on the cutter. This is now between the two teams 6 straight outs that have been via the K. Down goes Gary Sanchez, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Francisco Lindor of the Indians now going to pinch hit and get his chance here in the All-Star game. First pitch from Melanson. Swing and a miss on a cutter. .285 average, 13 homers, also 9 stolen bases for Frankie Lindor. 0-1. Check swing, not going to get the call, 1-1. 1-1. Lindor grounds one foul. Third base coach just escaped, and wow, a fan almost went over. Let's go back and watch that. A fan nearly went over the wall over here. Oh man. You see the wife trying to hang on. And then he goes a little too far over. And that's what happens when you try to do that. Anyway, 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Francisco Lindor. Takes that one low, 2-2. Grounded foul, 2-2 still. Melanson did pitch for these Nationals once. 2-2, swing and a miss, got him, and that'll end the inning. Melanson strikes out the side. The National League will have one last chance here in the bottom of the ninth. 5-0 the AL leads here on WUB Network, America's sports leader. Tommy Pham's going to stay in the game and play center field. Francisco Lindor will stay in at second base. Ken Giles will come in for the American League to finish things off. 34 games, 25 saves for the Stros, a 2.93 ERA. Corey Seager will bat. He's due to face Seager, Baez, and McCutchen here, who have accounted for all 3 hits So if you want anybody up here, these are the guys. Seager has 2 singles in the game. First pitch is going to be low on a fastball, 1-0. Story of this All-Star game will just be domination by the AL pitching staff and silence from the NL bats. 1-1. Also, the heavy amount of walks, Madison Bumgarner's first inning meltdown, allowing 3 runs to score in the top of the first way back when. Seager fouls that one off. It's now 1-2. One and two coming to Corey Seager. Seager drives one shallow center. Coming in is Tommy Pham. He'll make the catch, and that's the first out. And the American League is 2 outs away. Javier Baez singled in the 5th and was stranded on base. The National League also struggled mightily. Only got 1 man over to third base, and when you had anybody in scoring position, the offense completely shut down. They went from functioning on about 15% to 0. First pitch in there, strike 1 at 99. The Rangers All-Star Eric Goodell, along with the Royals All-Star Kelvin Herrera, both warming up. Oh, 1 coming here to Baez. Fouled off, and now it's quickly 0-2. Oh, 0-2 to Baez. Outside, 1-2 now. One and two. That one gets away on a slider, make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, down goes Baez, and now 1 out away is the American League from an All-Star Game shutout as Ken Giles strikes out Javier Baez. And it'll come down to the man who homered in the first inning of last season's All-Star Game. That's Andrew McCutchen. First pitch from Giles is going to miss outside, 1-0. We thank everybody who's tuned in here, and as we've said, we'll have highlights in the next couple of weeks of the second half of the MLB season. 1-0 to McCutchen. In there, strike 1. 1-1 the count. 1-1 to McCutchen. That's going to miss low. 2-1 the count. Two 2-1 to Andrew McCutchen. Ground ball up the middle. It's going to get through for a base hit. 4th hit for the National League, and they do have life here with 2 outs. They'll get it to the top of the order here as McCutchen gets one up the middle off the pitcher's mound. Here is Charlie Blackmon pinch hitting. Blackmon from the Rockies. First pitch to Charlie is going to be low and away, ball 1. One of 3 Rockies on the team, along with Arenado, who didn't actually get into the game, and Chris Iannetta. 17 homers, a .303 average for Blackmon. Maybe those stats a little accentuated since he plays in the Rockies and in Mile High area. 1-0 to Blackmon. Is going to be high, 2-0. Coming to Charlie Blackmon. Is going to be in there on a fastball at 99 from Ken Giles, the former Philly and Blue Jay, 2-1. Check, and he's just going to watch that one go low, 3-1. Rhys Hoskins, who struck out with the bases loaded, is on deck. 3-1 to Blackmon. Low ball 4, and it's going to continue as Blackmon draws a walk. So now 1st and 2nd and 2 outs. Joey Votto of the Reds is going to get a chance. He'll pinch hit for Hoskins. Votto hitting .309 this season, a staple on NL All-Star teams for the past decade. First pitch to Joey. In there, strike one and an elevated slider. 0-1 the count. Oh and 1. In there, strike two, and the National League is down to its final strike. Giles trying to wrap up All-Star Weekend on a high note. Votto trying to extend it. 0-2. Hits Votto. And now the bases are loaded. It gets away from Giles and it's Votto in the left hip. And now the bases are loaded. Craig Kimbrell's now going to have to come in. A.J. Hinch, the considered pitching coach that Buck Showalter documented, as he'll take and allow Kimbrell to come in. Steven Souza Jr. of the Diamondbacks will come in and bat with the bases loaded and 2 outs. This game is not over. First pitch. Inside, ball one on a knuckle curve. Kimbrell, most notably, blew 2 years ago. He blew the All-Star game and allowed Paul Goldschmidt to have the walk-off inside the park home run. 1-0 is a fastball down the middle, 1-1. Giles had gotten 2 easy outs of the 2 guys who had gotten hits, the only 2 who had gotten them for the National League today, in Seager and Baez. This one, Gay got squeezed there by Kingsley, 2-1. 2-1 to Steven Souza Jr. Swing and a miss, foul tipped into the glove of Gaddis, and once again down to their final strike. Third time we've said that. 2-2 to Souza. Ground ball, third base side, foul, and we'll go again. Kimbrell with that very awkward form as he looks in from Gaddis. 2-2. High ball 3 and 1 ball away now from getting the NL on the board. Chase Headley could be the tying run on deck. 3-2 now. Souza fouls it off. Three balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, he got him, and the American League wins the All-Star game. 5-0 in the National League. That's the ultimate one. They load the bases with 2 outs. Can't get anyone home. Kimbrell gets the save. The American League gets the win on the heels of a 3-run first inning. It'll be interesting to see who they name the MVP. It's either going to be Donaldson, Sale, or Taylor Anthony. So we'll see what they say. Frustrated National League players, but a fun All-Star weekend nonetheless. As the American League wins for the 2nd consecutive season. Craig Kimbrell gets the save. As the American League celebrates the victory. I believe, we get, it's Josh Donaldson, 2 for 2, a double, a single, 2 RBI. The story of this game, though, is the NL pitching. 7 walks, 11 strikeouts, though. Bumgarner's bad outing, so that's going to about do it. The American League wins it 5-0. We hope you enjoyed.